everyone, it's Living the Good Life, and I have another estate sale and thrift store finds video. I hope you all had a great holiday. Happy 2018 to everyone. Let me go ahead and get right into it and show you what I've got. I went to the Thrift Clearance Center. Everything was $1 each. I got 3 puzzles. And with my love of vintage, you won't be surprised to see this vintage scene puzzle, $1. Here's another one for $1. And then a Coca-Cola puzzle for $1. I also got this refrigerator container, $1. Cup and saucer, and this is Royal Adderley. That was nice, and the cup and saucer were separated. I had to put them back together. I also got these Pyrex. I think it's Spring Blossom. With both lids, they were all shrink wrapped together, and anytime something is shrink wrapped together, that's considered one item. So I got the 2 containers with the 2 lids for $1. So that was a good thing. I also got this Pyrex lid for a large casserole for $1. And I got this Bible, King James Version, in the large print for $1. That'll go to church. And something I forgot last time was this little, I don't know what it would be considered. It is made by Royal Scott Crystal. And it's got this etched design, and it says, I think it says Cameron House. Just a second. Cameron House, Loch Lomond. If I put it on against this background, maybe there you can go see it a little bit better. And it's got a design of the house with a little stopper. It is perfect. I got it the last time, and I had it on the table, but I forgot to talk about it. That was, I think that was $1.50 because I went at the pre-sale. So that was pretty. I can't imagine what you put in it because that's not enough for a liquor. Maybe a perfume bottle. And then I went to a couple of estate sales. Everything next you're going to see was at one estate sale with the exception of the tray in the back. So the first thing I got was this absolutely stunning plate. It is hand painted, hand gilded, and there is no mark on the back at all. But this is a really good manufacturer, and it was $8. So I snapped up that in a hurry. I also found this little brush, and once you start finding sterling, you start looking for it pretty carefully. So there's where it says sterling on the side. It was $4. That is just so cute. I guess you brush your clothes with it. Then there were bags of souvenir spoons, and they were for one price. And I was just going, I had all these bags of spoons, and I'm trying to look through the plastic to figure out if there's any sterling bits in them or not. And the lady running the sale came over, and another man and I were both talking about it. I asked him, you know, is it, there's only one spoon in here I want. Is it possible just to buy that one? She goes, oh, okay. And I said, what's the price? She said $1. So I dug out some spoons. This is a little Chinese spoon. There is no, there's no markings on it, but it feels like sterling. So I went ahead and got it. And also, this is a spoon from Lisbon, Portugal. It has a couple of marks here on the back, but I've even looked at them with the loop. I can't find it, but it feels like sterling as well. And for $1, I think it weighed 10 grams. It was definitely worth it. This is the only spoon that I found marked sterling. It was just sitting out on the table. There was no price. So they gave that to me for $1 as well. This spoon, oh my, let me look at it up close again while I'm, oh, this is Helsinki. And there was all these numbers, and then the number 830 in the middle. I've only ever seen 700 silver, 800, 925, etc. But I went ahead and got it for $1. And then as I was looking in this other bag of cutlery marked $10, and I'll go ahead and move this and you can see, here was the bag, miscellaneous spoons, $10. I'm looking at it, and I'm just trying to very carefully see if they're a little bendy. Well, I broke it. So I said, okay, you have to buy the bag. So I bought this whole bag. It had a couple of little thimbles in it. It had this. It's got a little marker at the bottom. And right there, that says PJP, and it's marked twice. This definitely feels like sterling. It is 24 grams. Then there was this spoon, and it is pretty mangled up, but it feels like sterling as well. It says this, Chatham, and that one is 14 grams. Then there is this one, and it is for the Maine. You know, remember the Maine, the ship that went down? I don't think it is sterling. It's, I'll test it, but there it is right there. Standard, I think, what's it say? Yeah, standard. And I thought that was a pretty little spoon. You can see the design of the ship in the bowl. Here is a gold washed spoon. I'm having a lot of trouble deciphering that. So, don't know about that. Here is a spoon. This one says William Rogers, so it's not sterling. Here's the one that I broke that has absolutely no writing on it. Here is a 1933 Chicago Science Building spoon, and it's pretty heavily tarnished, but it's not sterling either. And then here's a pickle fork, and it was what I think, well, I don't know what it is. It's not very long handled, but it says William Rogers as well. Here is a little spoon that I think is sterling. It says Italy here on the back of the bowl. Just next to that little spot of tarnish in the middle of the bowl, it says Italy. And it's got a little picture there on the edge. But there's no mark on it. There's this one. Oh, gracious, what does that say? I'm going to have to look at it again closely. Oh, Puerto Rico. No real markings on it either. Then there's this little spoon, and it looks like that is a silver cap at the end, but there's no sterling mark on it. I'm wondering if this was for salt, because it wouldn't corrode, but it's more like a lucite. It's not stone. It's like a lucite. It's very neat. And then there's this little spoon. I'm wondering if this is for salt as well. This is cool to the touch. So it's either a stone or a jade. This is the gold handle. Turn it over. There are no marks on it. Very pretty. And all that was for $10. I also got this adorable little cup, miniature cup. There are no marks on it. There was a pink one like it, but here on the handle, the glaze had come off and just cracked to pieces. It just did not look very good. So I thought, okay, it's $2. I probably should have gotten it since it's matching, but I thought, you know, I don't want to waste money on something that's not in good condition. So that was a very pretty little scene there. And then lastly, at that sale, I got this vase for $8. It has a sterling silver base, very pretty little crystal vase. And I'm going to tell you the story about this tray. I went to an estate sale. It was the second day, so everything was 25% off. I went to the dining room first, like I always do. There were several sterling items that they were marked very high. You know, it'd be like a knife with a sterling handle, and it would be $20. And I'm going, no, I'm not getting that. So there were pieces like that. I wandered around the house, came back to the dining room, and I thought, well, since there's so many little sterling little items here, let me check everything else and see what I can find. I picked up this tray, looks very unassuming, turned it over, and what do I find? Sterling. It's just, and then I looked at the front, $3. I'm going, what? So let me find the marking for you. It was here on the edge. I weighed it. It weighs 248 grams. And so I was completely shocked. So there it is right there. I guess they just didn't see this. 248 grams is 8 ounces of silver. And that I paid $2.25 for this tray. and it is worth $120. So that makes it into one of the best buys I've ever had. And I kept laughing. I couldn't believe that it lasted until the second day and that nobody had snapped it up or seen the word sterling on it, or I kept looking at it all the way to the car going, it says sterling, it says sterling. So I hope you enjoyed all my buys. I had a wonderful time this week. Here's a copy of my invoice for the sale where I got all the sterling and spoons and everything. I paid $42 there, and it was just a wonderful sale. I'm already on the lookout for what we might have coming up this next week. So hope you all enjoyed everything, and if you like this type of thing, please send me a comment. I love to hear from people, and I would love your subscription. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.